All I'm going to say is that my son hasn't been the same since his mom got murdered. And I know that. And I've been trying to be there for him and, make him laugh and cheer him up and everything. But I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know what to do.
Rampage Jackson has finally spoken out, and what he revealed about his son is more shocking than the fight itself. A staged wrestling stunt turned into a brutal assault, and Rampage's leaked words exposed a darker truth that anyone had first imagined.
Raja Jackson, son of UFC legend Rampage Jackson, shocked the world during a live wrestling stream. What was supposed to be a routine match turned chaotic when he attacked Psycho Stu, landing over punches. Stu was rushed to the hospital with facial injuries but is now stable.
It started like any other wild night of wrestling. Beer cans flying, staged chaos, fans screaming. Then, one wrestler smashed an empty can over Raja Jackson's head, expecting a laugh. Instead, he woke up the beast. Raja stormed the ring and unleashed hell in front of a live streaming audience.
I'm tired of everybody playing with me and think I'm always playing and call me shit. None of bruh. At the end of the day, I'ma stand up for myself because I'm tired of everybody playing with me, bruh. Real.
The crowd froze. Was this a storyline thing? Was it scripted? Within seconds, that question vanished as Raja picked up the veteran wrestler, slammed him into the mat, and delivered 23 straight punches. Each blow was real, each thud echoed, and suddenly, wrestling became survival.
You need to listen to me right now, Raja. Let's go.
I don't give a y'all trying to jump me and shit.
Let's go.
You ain't gonna do to me, bro.
Let's go,
you can't do to me. You can't with me, bro.
Okay, let's go.
You can't with me.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Fans went from cheering to horrified gasps. Wrestlers rushed to the ring, but couldn't contain him. Raja's rage turned the spectacle into a near-criminal act, and viewers were left wondering if they had just witnessed entertainment or attempted murder live on screen.
Keep saying it's a proper beer can. No, it's a real beer can. The beer can didn't hurt, but it was a real beer can. They was drinking. The excuse to be racist and call me a I don't give a fuck about that. You call me a monkey and all that shit and say my son's animal stuff. That makes you feel good. Go ahead. I don't care. But don't threaten me and my other kids. And we had nothing to do with none of that shit. Roger.
After days of silence, Rampage Jackson finally spoke. And what he revealed shocked everybody. He admitted his son wasn't just acting out. He was spiraling. Rampage confessed that Raja wasn't in his right state of mind that night, and that anger had consumed him to a dangerous level. Rampage didn't sugarcoat it. He admitted that his son had been provoked, mocked, and humiliated, but the way Raja responded was beyond reckless. Instead of brushing it off as heat-of-the-moment things, Rampage leaked the truth. Raja had been boiling inside long before the match, and this was the explosion. It wasn't a slip-up. It wasn't a mistake. Rampage's own words confirmed that Raja's fury was the result of built-up rage and poor decisions that could destroy his career before it even started. Raja later admitted that he blacked out during the fight. His words painted the picture of a man possessed. He confessed he wasn't thinking, wasn't even in control, and couldn't stop himself. He admitted regret, saying the guilt keeps him awake at night. But regret doesn't erase 23 punches to the skull. He ranted about people mocking him, calling him names, and treating him like a joke. He said he was done being played with. That night, instead of defending himself, he went nuclear. He didn't just want to even the score, he wanted to destroy it. Here's the ironic thing, Raja wasn't even scheduled for that match. He had no reason to be in the ring. Yet, in one reckless moment, he dragged himself, his father, and the entire event into chaos. Wrestlers and fans alike couldn't believe what they saw. Some thought it was an edgy stunt gone wrong, but those who were there knew immediately this wasn't scripted. One wrestler described it as pure, unadulterated rage. Another admitted Raja was like a ticking time bomb that no one could stop once triggered. The man Raja attacked, Psycho Stu, was left with concussions and swelling so severe that doctors feared for his long-term health. Wrestling fans were left traumatized, replaying the viral clip of a man being beaten in what was supposed to be an entertaining show. Even the wrestlers in the ring froze. They didn't know whether to step in or stay back. It was a reminder that behind the costumes and theatrics, real violence can appear without warning, and Raja proved that in the ugliest way possible. Former UFC fighter Tim Welch didn't mince words. He called the incident straight-up reckless violence and compared it to attempted murder. He said Raja had treated a staged performance like an MMA cage fight and nearly ended a man's career, if not his life. Welch pointed out the obvious. Raja wasn't fighting another young pro. He was hammering a 50-year-old veteran. He questioned if Raja even understood what he had done or if the streaming audience he was chasing for clout blinded him to the consequences. Other fighters echoed the sentiment. Kevin Lee said it was one of the most insane things he had seen in over 15 years. Sean Strickland blasted Raja for being out of control, calling his actions the kind of thing that ruins reputations forever. Then came Chael Sonnen, never one to stay quiet. He admitted that his first take on Raja's assault was deliberately controversial, a way to stir up cliques. But when friends confronted him, even he admitted the truth. This wasn't entertainment, it was attempted murder. Sonnen revealed something darker. Raja had bragged on his livestream about knocking the wrestler out for 50 subs. He had been told to get his receipt, wrestling lingo for hitting someone back for real. That little phrase turned a scripted beef into an actual ambush. By acknowledging premeditation, Chael confirmed what fans feared. Raja didn't just snap. He planned to embarrass and hurt someone live on screen for real, and the results were catastrophic. Behind the headlines, there's Rampage, a father caught between defending his son and facing the horror of what he did. In his leaked comments, Rampage admitted he was ashamed, shocked, and struggling with the reality that his own flesh and blood had crossed the line. He said he couldn't imagine being in the shoes of the victim's family. He couldn't imagine being the father of the man who almost killed somebody live on stream. That confession stripped away his usual bravado and showed a father weighed down by guilt. Rampage may have been a legend in the cage, but outside of it, he was just a father watching his son destroy his name and possibly his future. The pain in his voice was more powerful than any punch he ever threw. The consequences came fast. Raja was banned from UFC events, a crushing blow to a young fighter trying to follow his father's legacy. Fans who once saw him as the next Jackson in combat sports now see him as a liability, a cautionary tale of rage unchecked. The MMA community called for prison time. Police confirmed an attempted murder investigation. Every clip of Raja's assault became evidence in a case that could put him behind bars. From a promising career to possible jail time, Raja's downfall was written in blood and streamed live. And through it all, Rampage's leaked truth stood like a shadow. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This was rage, pride, and poor judgment exploding at the worst possible time. Social media did what it always does, turned tragedy into a circus. Clips went viral, memes flooded Twitter. Raja was mocked as the fighter who couldn't control himself, the man who mistook a wrestling show for a street fight. But beneath the jokes was a darker current. Viewers pointed out the danger of live streaming culture, where young fighters chase clicks and donations over sanity. Raja wasn't just angry, he was performing for an audience, and that performance almost killed somebody. What should have been a night of entertainment became a global lesson in how fast clout chasing can turn into criminal charges. In the end, Rampage's leaked words cut through the noise. He admitted his son was unstable, furious, and chasing validation in all the wrong places. He admitted Raja wasn't acting like a fighter, but a man lost in his rage. The truth Rampage couldn't hide is this: Raja Jackson nearly killed a man, not in a cage, not in a sanctioned fight, but in a staged wrestling show. And no amount of apologies or regret or paperwork can erase the footage millions have already seen. Rampage's honesty shocked the fans, but it also gave them clarity. This wasn't an accident. It was the brutal reality of a young fighter collapsing under pressure, anger, and the need to be seen. Rampage's son crossed the line between sport and crime. The shocking truth is out, and the world will never forget. Subscribe and hit the like button for more.